I'm Eric Nelson for CCX News, and today we're going to talk about a topic that Joyce and Erin Hayden are passionate about, and that is combating gun violence. And they join us now, Joyce and Erin, and thank you for your time. And look, this has hit home for you. 4 years ago, tragically, your daughter, your sister, Taylor Hayden, in Atlanta, the victim of a random shooting. It was a tragedy, wasn't it?
Correct. It was an awful tragedy. Taylor and her girlfriends were in Atlanta. They had just gotten there that same day and were celebrating one of the friends' birthdays and decided to go to this club, supper club, that shouldn't have been open. It shouldn't have been allowed to operate. And one of the people at the club was being shot at, ran behind Taylor, grabbed her, and used her as a human shield. Hundreds of people at the club, and 2 bullets were shot. She was the only one to get shot and killed. Our passion is to end violence with guns.
Yeah, and certainly catastrophic for your family. And unfortunately, this goes on every day around the USA. Erin, tell us about what you're trying to do to combat gun violence.
Absolutely. Gun violence is so prevalent in our country. The United States has 25 times higher rate of gun violence than any other high-income country in the world. And it's so prevalent, it's so devastating, and so what we're trying to do is bring awareness to the devastating effects of gun violence through Taylor's story, as well as just keep her memory and her legacy alive. So many people share the same devastation that we have gone through, and so we want to bring light to that and end gun violence before more people have to feel what we've gone through. And so through our work, we're hoping to end or drastically decrease the numbers in which gun violence happens.
And finally, Taylor Hayden went to Wayzata High School. There was an online vigil recently for her, wasn't there?
Yes, there was a Facebook Live vigil for Taylor. And we had at the vigil many of her friends from Wayzata High School, many of her friends who live around here in our neighborhood have been very supportive. The families have been supportive. The students, the staff at Wayzata High School, the community has been supportive. And although we in this area, Wayzata, don't typically think of gun violence as something we have to worry about, with Taylor's death, that really has impacted all of us in a way that says it could happen to anybody in anywhere. That tragic kind of circumstance could happen anywhere, and we don't want that to happen to anyone else.
All right, my condolences to you,
Thank you.
Joyce and Erin.
Thank
That's Joyce Hayden and Erin Hayden, of course. Daughter and sister Taylor lost her life to gun violence in Atlanta. Reporting for CCX News, I'm Eric Nelson.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.